screen at the moment. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I can.
I'm going to try to switch. Thank you. I'm going to try to switch this. Can you see the next page? Can you see that next page?
Yes.
Good. Thank you. So, Emeka, can you confirm you started the recording? Okay.
Yeah, I've started the recording. Like, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we just go. Can we start?
A minute. But before you start, can you do a local recording on your PC, not just for Zoom?
How do I do that? That's.
So, did you use a Windows machine?
I use the Windows machine, but I don't have control over the Zoom right now. I don't think I have control to record.
Okay, no. So something you will do is Windows G. Just press Windows G on your computer.
Just did.
Okay. What did you see?
Nothing. Okay. Would you like to open a bar? Yes. This is a game.
Okay. So are you not seeing that recording button there?
I can see it now. Yeah.
Okay. Click on it. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So what? Okay. So it's gonna record my entire screen.
Right? Yeah.
I would have loved to share for it to record my other screen, but not a problem. I'll figure a way around it. I just hope it doesn't disrupt the.
No, it won't. It won't.
Okay.
So yeah, get started right away, man.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So Dipo, we're up to you. Kindly introduce yourself, just like we just did. We can hardly hear you. It seems it's blurry, kind of. I think that's the wrong use of word, but it's.
Hello, Dipo, can you speak up, please? Like, man, this is 5:31. Like, do an intro of yourself, like what you talked about.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, Dipo.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you very much. So I said, sorry, I'm in transit, so it's a bit horrible here.
Okay, it's fine. All right.
So my name is Dikbo Babalola, Oladipo Babalola's full name. Currently, I am operations executive and intern technologies. Previous Technologies is a supply chain company that is into supply of hardware and software equipment from OEMs and authorized distributors in Nigeria. Is that all?
Okay, so why did you pick up the track, PM track?
Okay, considering the fact that I actually kind of possess a number of skills across board, and a lot of times it just seems like I'm not utilizing every single aspect of it. So I do a little design, not a little actually, I design, and I've been studying human-centered design, trying to also position in the UX design field. But at the same time, I also have people management skill, and I'm able to pitch ideas and express value and just come up with value propositions that are rather impressive. So I thought, why is there any way I can combine all of this and make it useful in one simple package, while also getting better and improving myself as I go. Then I came across product management. Initially I was thinking, project management.
Yeah.
Then again, I came across product management, and then it turns out it's actually pretty much what I've been looking for.
Thank you. I think that's it. That's quite the summary. Thanks a lot for that. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll go to Samuel now. Samuel, are you in transit? Just like Dipo? Just want to confirm that.
No. I'm actually I'm not inside the house, but I'm outside. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Or good evening. It's 5 already. Okay. My name is Adibu Samuel. I'm currently in Lagos. So what I currently do is more what do you call it? I'm in between project management and product management. But how I found myself in product management is, very similar to how people found themselves in product management. I have a design background. I used to do UX design, basically UI design, a little bit of UI design, but I figured out that I seem to have this, very high empathy for customers. I mean, I used to work in a tech firm agency in Ibadan. So whenever the client comes around and they are trying to or trying to execute their projects, I tend to take the side of the customer or the clients more than my agency. So I mean, it's a lot of back and forth. So I used to clash with my team a lot because I was like, why do you want to give money for this? Want to give money for the agency, but why are you always taking the side? So I read lots about what I do. So I figured out that wow, actually product management would actually fit me. So that's how I found myself here. So I've been doing a lot of reading about it until I came across the track, the Eko Innovation track. So I said, okay, let me just give it a shot. And so far, I was in the last class, brilliant and amazing. So, I mean, it only makes sense for me to continue the second class. So that's it, my story.
Thank you, Samuel. That was quite impactful. I think I like the some points you raised as regards taking the side of the client. We get to that as we go along. So thank you. We go quickly to Judge. Judge, we have Judge, Azan, and Jamal. Because of our time, we'll try to be a lot faster with the introduction. Thanks. So Judge, let's.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, George Ado, yeah. I'm a co-founder of a gaming app, a betting app, so to speak, and a betting site. So we just launched recently. So when I saw the product manager course, I thought it might be something that might help me to build my company and my business better. So that's it.
Thank you so much. That was quite brief. Thanks. All right, Jamal.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Azan. Okay, no, Jamal, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Bankole Ujolai D, and I'm.
Wait a minute. Your name is not Jamal.
No, that's my third name actually.
Okay. All right. So call that name again. Let me just pin it up.
Bankole Ujolai D.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm a product manager at Woodfix Hub. It's an automobile company actually that exactly works like Uber actually. So I came across the Eko Innovation Product School thing and I really loved it and I decided to add that to my certificate, one of my certifications, few of my certifications actually. So I'm really learning, so it's fine actually being here.
Thank you so much, Jamal. So Azan, I think you're the last to go. Thanks.
Okay, good evening. My name is Hazan Jimo, a certified Scrum Master. So yeah, I got into, I started out as an IT project manager, so then into business analysis, then where I encountered being a product owner, then a product manager. So read several books online and some resources, got interested. My journey into product management started when I attended DevFest 2018. So when the Firebase product manager came and she was basically talking, and I thought, how this person even knows more than the developer themselves about the product. So I was like, oh, okay, if this person have the whole idea of the product herself and developer, so I think that should be my forte. So, and I've been involved in products and software as a system services where we develop products, and so I've been active in the product space, but not
class because I missed that class.
Yes, I am.
Hello?
I was rather.
Yeah. So how was it?
It's quite interesting to me.
So have we all done our assignments?
Well, I can't speak for others. For me, I've not done it.
Whoa, what are you waiting for?
I think I need some explanation because I'm very, very new to this whole stuff and I'm really finding it difficult to do some things on my own. No.
Okay. Then it's okay. You can always reach out on the Slack space.
Can you share your screen? Do you have issue sharing your screen?
I still can't.
Okay. I'm looking at how to fix this thing. Like, I seem to have to share my screen with you, because I can't see any button that says share screen. Okay. You get what I'm saying, right? So I have to share my screen with
I
you.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we have to work with you sharing my slides, right?
Yeah.
All right, great. No problem. Let's go.
Okay, a minute, please. So. Can you guys see my screen yet?
No.
Okay, to be done. I'm so sorry. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Coming up.
Okay. So so Tom, you could get started right away. Hello, Tom, can you hear me? Hello, Tom, can you hear me? Sorry, can you guys hear me, please?
Hello, Emeka. I can hear you.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Can you see my screen now? So
Sorry
you could
about
get
that.
started. Yeah, you could get started right away.
Okay.
No, still loading.
Okay. Is blank in here?
No, it's blank.
Is it blank over there?
Yeah, it is. It is, Emeka.
All black.
Okay, can you guys see it now?
No, not yet.
Yeah,
Okay. I can see your screen now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So continue, guys. You can continue, Tom.
Okay, but what I'm seeing is your downloads. I can't see my slide.
Shit. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Can you see the slide now?
Yes, I can. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so sorry.
All right, awesome. So I'm sure everyone can see the screen now, and our agenda for the day.
Yeah, very
Hello?
Well.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
All right. Awesome. So, I mean, let me just quickly go through what we plan to talk about. We start with knowing exactly what a product is, the types of products, their value, their benefits, the features, and then the product classification. So Emeka, please move on to the, before you move, Emeka, don't change my slide yet. So I want to ask, does anyone, yeah, thank you for that, Emeka. You can leave it here. So what is a product? Emeka, you can take to the next page. What is a product? So I'm just gonna do, Emeka, you can take it back, please. Take it back. don't go there yet. Can you hear me, Emeka? All right, leave it right here. Just stay right here with me. So I want this class to be as interactive as possible. I mean, I believe that way we all have a better understanding and we can all, move on from there. So what is a product? I'm going to do random call. So you might, don't be uncomfortable to say what you think a product is. We are all here to, learn. You might think I'm a faculty and I know so much, but you'll be shocked some of the things I could learn from you as well. So please let's be as engaging as possible. So I'm going to start with Olado Konlamide. What's a product?
So I'm already starting, right? No problem.
Yeah.
So product is just anything. Anything we are using products like let me start from the whole items we are using, the whole tools we are using for this meeting. I can count like almost 10 products we are using already. Like we are all holding our phones, we are having laptops with us, we are holding even the all the softwares we are using and all. They are all products, and product can just be anything. Yeah. So now we can have like a breakdown of products to some other categories.
Awesome. That's a good response. Yeah, so you answered it, but there was something missing.
Okay.
Yeah, a product is anything. Everything.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me say, but with the purpose of satisfying the end user's needs, right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, Emeka, you can move on to the next slide, please. So, yeah, we have the definition right there. A product could be goods or services that offer benefits and satisfy customers' need in exchange for monetary value. A product is not, okay, fine, there are products you can get for free, really, but a product for me is not a product yet. I mean, it's not a product you can add monetary value to when it's not giving value. I mean, you can add monetary value to if it's not benefiting the customer one way or the other. So like you said, Olamide, you're right. It is either your computer, it is either a service online, it is either an idea, it is either an experience, it is either a cup of coffee from one of these top shops, but you are enjoying that coffee and you just have to pay for it. It's a bottle of Pepsi. You love it. It makes you feel good whenever you drink it and you pay to get one. So it is that product, that item, service, idea, experience, whatever it is that you need and you eventually have to part with some money to get it. All right. Emeka, can you move on to the next slide? I wish I'm in control of this. But anyways, let's move on. Yes. Please hold on. There was something else I saw in there. I actually wish my Emeka. Okay. Emeka. All right, thank you. So down there we have that it could be for attention, acquisition, use, or consumption. Like I earlier mentioned, it could be for, some people will buy a car, not because they don't have a car already. A car is a product, but for the attention of, I have a Lexus, now I'm getting a Range Rover. It's all good. It also boils down to acquisition. Attention because you want people to notice that you now drive a Range Rover. Acquisition because, I want to be among those people that have the latest MacBook Pro. Yeah, that MacBook Pro, that item is a product that you are picking up because you want people to know that you've acquired that. And then for use, it could be your Microsoft Excel. I'm going to be referencing a lot of Microsoft tools because I don't know, I'm a Microsoft addict. So yeah, it could be that Microsoft Office 365 because it just makes my life easy on so many levels. And it could be like I explained, the Pepsi bottle. One drink, it makes me feel good. I just like that black one. So yeah, for consumption, it's a product I like, and then I just pay money to get it out. So let's move on, Emeka.
Okay.
Anybody have any question about what a product is? Anybody?
So if
Please,
you have a question,
we have to talk. This class.
You could ask questions, yeah, guys.
Please. I had to bring it. I had to make it as basic as possible. I was glad when we're doing introduction and Olamide said something about his assignment that there were some things he wasn't clear about. And then when I was preparing my slide, I said to myself, there are APM is likely because AU said she's a practicing lawyer and she's here. So there's a likelihood that some of the terminologies we use in the product space might not be clear to some of us. So I try to bring it down. How will I teach this topic to my 4-year-old? Yeah, I didn't say that. I'm a mother. I'm married with 2 kids. So yeah. So I asked myself, how do I break this down
so
to my 4-year-old?
your kids are products. Your kids are products, right?
Exactly. Of course. Aren't we all products?
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. So Emeka, I don't want to, Olamide, I don't want you to have any blocker if you're not clear about anything. Please, as I'm going on, you can pause. Ask me to pause and ask your questions. I'm ready to clarify as much as possible. So let's move on. Types of products. So items. Can each of us give me an item that you consider a product? As basic as possible, like 2 items. Let's start with Iyanu Oluwabolarinwa. 2 items, quick.
I would say a phone.
Okay.
Also say laptop. Those are
a phone and a laptop. All right. Yeah. Okay, give me 2 services, Iyanu.
I would say cleaning services. And I will also say restaurant services.
Restaurant services. Okay, I'll let it pass. Eyewu, I want to hear you. Items. Is Eyewu still in this class?
Yes, she's in the class.
We will move on until you say something. I need to be sure I have your undivided attention. Yeah, I'm aware this is Lagos, Nigeria. So many demands here and there, but it's important when you're in class, you're in class. Eyewu, we're waiting for you. All right, let's move on to I don't want to ask Olamide. Rashan Brown, you want to help me out here, please?
Rashan.
Rashan.
Hey, sorry, I realized I was on mute.
Yeah, I get
it. So for you think about items, I'm looking at like, this water bottle which is insulated, so it's keeping the water inside of it cold.
Awesome.
Another product could just be like a computer screen.
Awesome. Then what are the services you can think of right now?
Services.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I think about like even like applications like Google itself, like offering the web browser,
awesome.
as well as like a website called like GoDaddy, which allows users to create their own websites.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rashan Brown. So for everyone else in here, I'm so glad everybody have an idea of what an item is and the services. Then an item could also be your tomato. It could be any, the food you eat, whatever you go to the store to pick up. Please, Olga, calm down. Stay here with me. Stay. Go back. So that's why it says items are those tangible things you can feel, you can touch. Yeah, so it could be anything in that space, consumer goods and all that. Now for services, they are intangible, you can't touch it, but you have to pay to get it because it gives you value for money. So for me, like everybody had rightly said, I like what Rashan said about Google services. Somebody also mentioned the restaurant services. Yeah. But as a product manager, I want you to think in the space of IT. That was why I said I like what Rashan said. So when we talk product in the IT space, we're talking about, when we talk services in the IT space, we're talking about solutions possibly. So let's bring it home. The application you see on your phone, like Eyowo or the Kuda solutions, the GTB banking platform, the Access Bank, the what are those basic ones? Like the Netflix, product on your phone, all of those features and apps, services that you can, play with directly from your phone. So when you think about services in the product space, IT-wise, think about them in that light as well. Hope I'm making sense, guys. Toby, Ayo, am I clear?
Yes,
Are you getting it? All right.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. Emeka, next slide, please. All right. So now a product is not a product until your consumer considers it valuable. I will not download Netflix app if it is not going to give me value. So a valuable product is that product that a customer a valuable product that is often perceived by customers to be able to meet their need or solve a problem. Why download? I'm a mother, like I said, and yeah, maybe age are caught up with me, and there are certain games I will not play. So why download the game if I'm not going to play it? Why download the game if it will not take my stress away? You understand? So if it is a game that will help me to relax after a hard day work, oh yes, I will download it. I consider that valuable. Just an example. I will not go to a store and buy potato when I should buy banana. Because if what I need is a fruit, something to nibble, and I'm just craving banana, I will not get into that store and buy potato instead of banana. Because banana is not what will give me the value of, say, I'm craving for fruit. This is exactly what I want. When I finish eating it, I'll benefit from it. But you understand? I hope I'm making sense. So a good product will give more value and exceed customers' expectation. Yes, another point. So when we talk about the value a product is going to give, it is important you consider that in any product you are building. So let me bring it home. You work in an IT space and your guy just wake up and he says, oh, we need to build this solution that will do this, ABCD thing. And yeah. And then you sit down as a product manager because it's your responsibility to think through whatever idea that comes in, and then whatever product you want to build. And then you look at it and think about it. Is this product going to be valuable? When customers look at this product, when we eventually invest money into building this product, will customer consider it valuable enough to say that, no, this is a must-have product on my phone or in the house or whatever it is. So it's very important that whatever product you're thinking about building, it must be valuable. It must be something that, me thinking about, me you advertising it, I'm sold. You understand? So it has to be something that is valuable, something that the customer will look at and say, oh, I think I should buy this. Not something that they'll say, why? I don't think I need this, so I'm not going to buy it. So make sure your product comes with a value. So let's move on, please. Anybody have any question? Anybody? Am I clear enough? Olumide, I keep saying Olumide. Emeka, can we move on to the next slide, please? All right. So when building a product as a product manager, it is important to consider the feature of that product. When we say feature, we talk about things that make your product a must-have tool that makes your product better. So let's take, for instance, like I said, we're going to be talking about, as a product manager, we're going to be talking about solutions built by developers. So we won't be doing more on items. So I'm going to be talking about services in the service space, in the solution space. So let's look at a product like, let me ask, Ayewu.
Yes, please.
It's just both of us in here as a female. So please, I need you not to fall my hand. So can you give me a product, a solution on your phone, an app or something that you like? And let's talk about that. Slack, awesome. So what makes Slack better? Why do you like Slack?
Because I can be on, let me just juxtapose it with WhatsApp. So I can sort of, how do I put it now? Slack, I can be on different groups in Slack, but it doesn't pop up. Like when maybe a group is very busy and the pop-ups don't really show in my face. That's on my phone, unless I decide to check it and they'll say, oh, 50 unread messages and 60 unread messages. And then under each page for each of the groups I'm under, you can have different, subtopics like announcement, threads. So it's very organized. I think I like the organization of Slack.
Awesome. Thank you, Ayewu. If we are all listening, Oladokun Olamide, I need you to, iterate what she said about Slack compared to WhatsApp.
Okay, she was trying to establish the difference between Slack and WhatsApp based on the user experience. Slack enables integration of other groups in a single app, as against WhatsApp. Like the groups you joined on Slack doesn't affect the other, doesn't affect your concentration on a particular group you are against WhatsApp. If I got that right, because she mentioned something like a pop-up, so that'll be like
right. Okay, so I have a question for everyone in here. Rashan Brown, let me throw that at you. So is Slack and WhatsApp a good comparison? Rashan Brown.
To me, okay.
I'm not sure if it's a great comparison, simply because they do a few different things. I think that WhatsApp is more constrained to the people in your immediate network. So like it can link to like your contact list. Although you can reach out to other people, I think Slack is more of a platform that can bridge different types of people all around the world. So it's a little easier for you to network with somebody that's necessarily not in your phone. as opposed to WhatsApp, which is more constrained to the users in your phone.
Thank you so much for that clarification. Hope you understand that. Iyanoluwa Bolarinwa, do you have any contribution? Can I have your idea in that space as well? What do you think about these two?
Yeah, so basically for me, I'm with you and I'm following, trying to take more in than saying out. So, but honestly, I think it's just as what the last speaker said. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for your comment. So yeah, like Rashan said, I won't completely agree with that comparison, but it's good we talk about both because they both are serving the purpose of ensuring that we communicate, seamlessly with people within a particular group or platform. But Slack has more features, and for me, I enjoy using Slack on my laptop. And yes, I enjoy using, I don't think I can do as much as I do Slack on my PC, like I do on my phone. I mean, I don't know if I'm making sense. So I work as a product manager. I work as a product manager, and it's very important we communicate about the product. And then it's great to be on Slack because there are other solutions that are integrated into Slack that makes your work easier, that makes working with your team seamless. So there are features you embed into your Slack space that probably connects to your Jira, to your Confluence, to your Git, to some other solutions that helps your team to work together seamlessly. All of that does not exist on WhatsApp, so I don't think it's a great comparison. But when it's simply about chatting with people, you can do that. But really, I won't compare them. So if I'm going to compare Slack with anything, it will be who do I compare Slack with? I'll compare Slack with I can't even think of any tool that I've used that has been as amazing as Slack. I can't. Can anybody think of any? Anyways,
so
let's move on.
That's your biases. That's your biases. Come on.
Let's move on. So for me, when we talk about features, like Eyewu initially mentioned, Slack has some features that makes it, awesome when you are in the group, like the notification. When people are talking in a particular group, you can see from the pop-up whether you want to contribute or not. And then you can quietly just go in there to read and all that. You can turn off notifications on WhatsApp as well, but with Slack, it is more. Then on Slack, for me, I love that feature that allows you to see the person's full name rather than their the handle. You understand? So you can decide if it is just their full name you want to see or their handle. That feature does not exist on WhatsApp. That, for me, makes it unique if we're going to stay with Slack and WhatsApp. So basically what we are saying in essence is that those unique things on this solution that makes it better than that solution are those special features that will make a consumer want to buy your product. So product features are those things that make your product better than the other person's product. So it is very important that you show what your product do, and then for your product to scale, it must provide the essential features that customer consider beneficial. Everybody must know what your product do from probably when you have to advertise or talk to people about it. And then it must provide essential features, like I said, that customer consider beneficial, just like we started in the Slack and then WhatsApp example. It's also important you understand your customers. So Eyo is a customer that likes Slack because of the notification style. So she probably won't buy if we have to reinvent both WhatsApp and Slack and put them in the market almost at the same time. She probably won't go for Slack because it's not giving her she probably won't go for WhatsApp because it's not giving her what Slack is giving her, which she considers a fantastic feature that will make her life easier. And it's also very important as you develop products that your features must be easy to use and give customers reason to come back. What do we mean by this? When you are building a solution, like I initially mentioned on Slack, I can just click a button and say, display my full name against displaying my entire name. Now, when you build a solution and instead of it to be just one click for me to make that feature, ensure that I see a full name rather than a Slack handle, just one click, oh, I'm there. If you try to implement that on another product and I have to click 1, 2, 3 steps to get there, sorry, that's not a pass in my world. So it's very important that when you are implementing these features, it is easy for a customer to understand and to use. It shouldn't stress them in any way. It also boils down to your, users' experience. From there, it takes you to users' experience, but we're not going to be going there right now. So it's important you know that your features must be easy to use, and it gives customers reasons to come back. When customers come back to your solution, as they are coming back, they are bringing 1 or 2 people along because they are like, no, this is just too good to be true. You understand? So it's important, whatever solution, product you plan to build, the features must be, you must be able to showcase your features. The features must be able to scale your product. You need to understand what your customer needs, so you build that feature that they can't just do without, and ensure that that feature is not stressful. They can understand it and use it seamlessly. Like there was a day I was on LinkedIn. They are always reinventing, today it's like this, and maybe in another 1, 2 months they've upgraded the feature. So there was this feature they implemented in the chat area, that place where you
So can you guys hear me?
6 months ago.
Okay.
I think before they used to have there used to be an icon that you click and it will minimize. Then for a very long time, it just disappeared. And I'm like, how do I minimize this? This guy is always just popping up anytime I open my LinkedIn. And I struggle. I just wonder, after I've clicked all around, it will minimize. Until one day, I just click a black space at the top. I don't know if everybody ever experienced that. Then I just click the black space and then it minimized. And I'm like, how is anybody going to know that me just clicking that black space minimizes the screen? Then I mentioned it to them, and afterwards, I think a month or 2 later, I noticed they now put this small arrow. It's still now, for me, it's still not effective if I'm going to be the judge. I don't know if I'm the only one who had that experience. So for me, it will be better if I can click that arrow. If I can see it properly stated, when I mouse over that, click this to minimize. So that's part of the feature that you need to look out for, because when your users buy your product today and they find it frustrating to navigate, then they might not come back to you the next day. So please, it's very important when you're building your product, you make sure it is easy for the customers to use and they can come back. And when they come back, they come with more than one person. So let's move on to the next slide. Anybody have any question, please? Any question, anybody? All right. So product benefits. Remember, we started with what a product is. Then we had the types of products, categorized items, which are tangible products. And then we had services, which are intangible products. Then we talk about the product value. We move on to the product features. And now we're talking about the product benefits. So Olado Kolamide, they've given it away already, but you want to give me an example of a product benefit? Olamide?
Okay, yeah. What did you say?
So I asked the question, do you have,
Okay.
we are talking about product benefits. So
Yes.
do you have an example of what a product benefit is?
Product benefit is what you derive from the product, like the utility you are deriving from the product you purchased.
Okay, so you want to give me an example that is close to home.
Okay, let's say let me just say you buy a product, like an household product, to meet a particular need of the house. So
what product? Give me just one product.
Okay, let's say you buy let's say television for the house.
Okay.
Then other household equipment, maybe like bedroom equipment. So those equipment tends to give you some level of satisfaction.
Awesome.
So I think the benefits of the products are just the utility you are deriving from those products. Like they are the satisfying aspect of products.
Okay, that is well answered. So benefits are the outcome and result that the customer will experience by using your product. The reason why a visitor converts into a customer. So I like the television example you gave, and I would like to elaborate on that. So some time ago I bought a TV, and when I was buying it, I liked it because the inches were just perfect and all that. Then in between using it, I just realized that there is a particular feature that I needed that the TV didn't have. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh, if I'm going to buy TV again, if I'm going to tell my friends about TV again, I will recommend they buy the other one. They look out for that feature and buy rather than buy this particular one that I bought, because a feature, that I needed, that would have given me more benefits, did not exist in that product. So yeah, I like that example. And like I said, as much as it gives me benefits, I needed more value, which the TV didn't have. And if I had to go and buy again, I won't buy that particular one, I'll buy another one. Then it also brings us to, I like to use the GTBank app as an example a lot, because I use both GTB and I use both Zenith. Now, whenever I go on Zenith Bank app, I hope there is no Zenith Bank staff in here. The seamless, interaction I have with the GT mobile app, I don't have with the Zenith Bank app. Some things that I click, and after 1-2 click, I'm where I needed to get to on GT Bank, I don't get it on Zenith Bank. Now, I discovered that there are some transaction charges that Zenith Bank probably charge me less than what GT Bank charges me. But I really don't mind, because GT Bank gives me more value. I benefit more from using. So I needed to do a transaction in 2 seconds. I'm done with GT Bank. On Zenith, it's just on stress. So much stress. I don't mind paying 50 naira transaction on GT Bank than pay 20 naira for transaction charges on Zenith, because GT Bank gives me more value. It benefits me. It does not waste my time. So I'd rather stay there. You understand? So it's important when you are building your product, you ensure that it gives benefits that will make the customer want to say, wow. In fact, if I'm not going to be the only one enjoying this. I have to tell my friends and family about this, product. So please note, whenever you are building monetary value that the customer is putting on it for that product to scale. Thank you very much, Emeka. You can move on to the next slide.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, product classification. So I have 4 groups of product classification in here: the customer type of product class, the purchasing behavior class, the industry, and then the business product. Let's talk more about let's start with the purchasing behavior. Here we talk about what consumers like to buy. Consumers probably will say, oh, let me give an example of a banking app. Let's talk about what's this? Piggyvest. Piggyvest against a Yowo. Let's talk about the Piggyvest application against a Yowo. So a friend of mine were thinking about building a product, and it was something that has to do with Ajo. I don't know if everybody understands Esusu. Do you all understand what Esusu is, please?
Yeah.
I believe we all do. So I said to myself, when it is my turn, so there's this Esusu going on around 5 of us. So let's assume we do 10,000 naira. And then my slot is probably the 3rd month on a monthly basis. So when it is my turn to cash out, I didn't have need for my money at the time. Then I said to myself, why don't we build a solution, a product that handles our Esusu for groups? And then when it is my turn to cash out and I don't have need for the money, then I can divert that fund to an investment. So within that app, after collating our Esusu and I have my funds, I can look at other solutions or products that offers investment of some sort where I can put my money into, and probably wait another 1 or 2 months to cash out. And by then it would have come with an interest. Remember, when we do the Esusu, there is no interest attached to that. It's just your 10,000, and at the end of 3rd month, you get your probably, among 5 of us, 50,000 naira. But when you have a solution built for that Esusu, and when it's time for you to cash out, you can see the investment that list of investments, or investment that you can put that money into, and you can see the return on that investment. Maybe you lock it down for another 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. You can see those, and at the click of a button, you are investing in that, product or whatever service it is that you feel is okay for you to put your money on. So that is for me, that's a purchasing behavior. That's a solution I will buy because it is going to meet my need of a solution within that solution, within that app. I hope I am making sense. I'm buying a product that manages our Ajo, but within that product, when I cash out, I can still reinvest my money in into another product and probably move on from there. I can even cash out from within that product or move on to the other platform to cash out. I hope I'm making sense. Is everybody clear?
Yeah.
All right. So it's very important that you understand your customers' purchasing behavior and be able to tell the type of product you build for them. Ensure that they have distinct set of characteristics that influence the way the customers buy them. So for me, that characteristics of getting my Ajo and investing my money within that Ajo app will make me want to stay with that product. So let's move on to customer type of product classification. So when we talk about customer type product classification, we are talking about the B2B, that is the business to business solution. We talk about the B2C, that is the business to client solution, or the B2B2C, that is the business to client solution. So when we talk about the B2B, let me give an example of Microsoft Team. So when Microsoft built Microsoft Team, most organizations consider it a good tool. It can also serve as a B2C, but let me start with a B2B. So let's say I work with Shell, and rather than just go and buy an off-the-shelf Microsoft Team, I can go to Microsoft. Shell is a business, and it's going to Microsoft, a business, and say that I want a team that is configured to suit my business need. So it's off the shelf, but it can be customized to suit my business. So that's a business to business kind of handshake. So based on that customer type, we build a solution that serves that customer business to business level. Then for a business to customers, that's probably like an off the shelf solution that you buy, and it could serve as it could be like let me use the accounting solution that we buy off the shelf now. I need help with that. The popular one that the accountants use, QuickBooks, yes. So it could be QuickBooks that you just buy off the shelf, you get the license and you can use it directly. But if you want it to be a B2B, that is, it needs some level of customization and you're willing to pay, then it's now a business to business where you go to QuickBooks directly and say, I need it to function this way and that way. And that is why also when people want to buy such huge products, they would rather go and source for local solutions where when they need to customize, it won't cost them too much, because when you need to customize QuickBooks, we are talking dollars. And we already have solutions in Nigeria that can do almost the same thing as what QuickBooks can do, and you can have it customized. So why go that far when you can get it right here? So in that case, a B2B, or you just go and buy off the shelf B2C. Now, when we talk of a B2B2C kind of customer, it means you are building them a solution that is meeting a business need and eventually serving the business customers. That's like a 3-level. We build a solution for your business that is eventually going to still meet your customers' need. And it's very important you understand the steps to ensuring that product, level B2B2C is well outlined and well, developed and eventually delivered.
Okay, guys, can you hear me, guys?
Industries need. Like I referenced QuickBooks the other time for like the accounting the banking industry. They probably will use meet their needs. Basically, that is what that is all about. So when we talk about industry classified solutions, then you're talking about products that are meeting industry need, as it were. Then when we talk about business products, they are those products that you build to help businesses scale. Let's still go back to, don't let me use that example again, like a CRM, a customer relationship management solution. You build that solution to help. Hello, I cannot see my screen
continue,
again.
continue. You see your screen. Continue, please.
Okay, so I mean, like I was talking about the business products. So these are the products you build to meet the business needs. So when like we launched a gamification solution right now, and then we have this need to make sure that we are able to attend to all of our customers' requests. Then we needed a CRM solution. We didn't have to build that. We already have solutions built to meet that need. So you just pick it up and plug it into your solution. So basically, when you are in that industry, what we are saying is that you are building a solution that will help to meet.
Can you share your screen now? Can you share your screen now?
Need.
Can you share your screen?
I can. If I can share my screen.
Try to share now. Let's see.
Oh, awesome! I can.
Okay, yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Please a minute. Let me. I don't even have my slide open. Hold on, please. All right.
Okay.
Not so much going on. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Can we all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
All right, thank you. Oh, this feels so good. All right, so basically, I think I've been able to explain in details what the business products are all about, the purchasing behavior, the customer type product, and then the industry kind of product. So I'd
like to get some feedback.
Yeah, my check.
Okay.
Yeah, so based on what you've said so far, I really agree with you about product manager being a jack of all trades, being open to different domains. Because currently, what we also do, apart from liaising and working with the government, we're trying to work with other sectors to help solve the problem. So, like during this period, I've played around the MBA space, that is the lawyer space. I have played around the fintech space, playing in the education space. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit overwhelming, like I can't be focused on one thing. I'm here, I'm there. But the underlying fact about these three different spaces is that there's a problem that needs to be solved. So as a product manager, we should have that in the back of our head. What's the problem? In a way, they're all intertwined. They all have a problem and they need a solution. So
it helps you. What it helps you do is to better understand why there's a problem, right? And it helps you think around how to solve that problem. Let me paint another scenario. Before this, 2 days ago, I was listening to a VC for Africa, and then there was this guy, Michael Okanse. He's from Ghana, and he built a product called Swapaholics, right? Swapaholics was born from, it's in Ghana, right? Swapaholics was born from the concept of barter exchange that is quite prevalent in Ghana, right? So people tend to exchange their iPhone for a latest iPhone. I mean, it's not, compared to the way we do it here in Nigeria, it's a lot much more prevalent in Ghana, right? So because of that need, he built that product. He built that product.
But either way, it's a 2 hours class now. That your excuse is not tenable. All right, let's move on. Oladokun, welcome back. I saw you left at the time. I was worried.
Yeah. I was having some issue with connection. Then I was engaged with one of the backside.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back to where we were. So the customer type, I'm going to explain again. So the customer types, we're talking about the consumer, the business, and all that. So with the B2B, it means you are building a solution between a business to another business. For B2B, you are building a solution from a business to a consumer. For B2B2C, it means you are building a solution from a business to another business and then to their consumer. Is that clear?
Yes,
Iyanu,
very
are we
clear,
clear now?
very clear. Yes,
awesome.
B2B,
Awesome.
business
Awesome.
to business, business customer,
Awesome.
B2B2C,
Awesome.
business
business to service their customer. Yes, we are clear.
All right, awesome.
Yes.
So when we talk about the industry, I need somebody. Eyewu, you said you've been listening. Oh, yeah, tell me the industry classification. What are the examples for the industry classification?
For industry classification, I would say I don't know if everybody knows mylaw.ng. I think it's a solution for businesses, legal solution for businesses. And then you have certain solutions that are coming out now for healthcare. So I think
Awesome.
the service
Yo,
that industry.
awesome. I'm so impressed that you are juggling. I mean, you're on the road. I saw that video and you still have a clear understanding of what we spoke about. Awesome. Thank you very much. So I trade that these are products. For the industry, products are the products that are tailored to meet the needs of a specific industry. And they are often called vertical market products. So these are, I mean, solutions like you have said. It's possible. You are here now learning about product management. You might find yourself in the lottery, because that's where I am right now, and you have no idea how it is done. So you have to go and do research and understand that industry, so you can build a product that, I mean, resonates excellently well with that industry, and also build a product that is better than the existing products in that industry. So it's good we all understand, I mean, this industry product classification and how we can, you know, better build products that resonate with whatever industry we eventually find ourselves. So awesome one from you. Oladokun Olamide, I don't know if you were here when we're talking about purchasing behavior. So that's the last one. So you want to give me an idea of a purchasing behavior product classification type?
Actually, I wasn't around.
Oh no.
I've gotten disconnected since.
Oh no. I should make this an assignment too.
I think the purchasing behavior was the piggy vest example, which is like
Okay.
when you get your money and you are not ready to spend it, you are able to see other options where you can use the cash you have at hand for something else, and
So
you're able to see all the options and all of that. Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't even piggy vest. It was my idea. It was something I thought about when I cashed out from an IJO. You remember?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it's an idea that I would actually, I'm already talking to somebody about. Oh my God, I have 10 minutes more. Okay, so it's an idea that I was I was thinking about, and I said, oh, I would go for any product that could give me this from here. I am right here. So more like talking about convenience. That product provides,
Perhaps what we can consider is like in Nigeria, there is this huge disconnect between, just like we are talking about, the product and the customer. So you have a lot of the government just comes and takes up a project or decides that this is the project that the people want without really knowing like what is really the issue of the people. You understand? You have senators of several districts, and you have House of Rep members of several districts, but there is a huge disconnect as to what the people really want or desire, or what is their pain point at that moment in time. So I feel like if we can design or if someone can design like an app or a website where you can go to your constituents, maybe you see the senator that is there, or you see the House of Rep member that is there, or you see whoever is in the political atmosphere there, or in the governance in that your area, and you can be able to voice your problems, and them too, they can be able to put out problems that they want to solve, and have people maybe vote on it and say, okay, this is the particular one that we believe is our problem.
Interesting.
Because
I catch that right now. I think I catch the summary of the product for.
Okay, yeah. So the product is just getting for governance, for getting like very, very good feedback from the people as to the real problems they want solved. Because I believe most times the governors, the House of Rep members, the senators, they have assumptions based on very little data that these are the problems that people have, and this is the way they want to solve it. To get more insights, so we can create like an app. Yes, where people can vote on problems that they want solved and all that, and get the solve the problem.
Thanks, George.
So that's my
in summary, thanks a lot. What the aim for this is to ensure that as product managers, one major thing I mean, as we build our physical muscles, going to the gym and all of that, one major thing we build in terms of the way we think as product managers is to continue how we build our thought process and how we build our brain muscles is to think about how can we improve anything. Thinking at it from the point of how do my morning commute to work, the food or pickup order, the laundry, how do your key, how do you go to college? How are the apps on your phone? I mean, how can they be better optimized? A financial app. I mean, how can you build something that helps your finance? I mean, how can you think of something around product? So continuous thinking. I mean, it was yesterday I was engaging with a friend of mine, and the next thing I was thinking about it was, I mean, I just saw a video of a e-bike, and I was like, wouldn't it be nice to have bikes in several estates in Lagos where people can, I mean, when I mean bicycles, right? But they are electronic bicycles that can be stationed in several spots across estates, right? One, clearly, the reason why I thought about that was, I thought about the fact that looking at, what's it called? OPay, GoCarda and the likes, they were disrupted because the regulations were tried around the federal roads, clearly. But then again, there are problems in bigger estates where people need to move, people that don't have cars in estates need to move from one location to the other, right? How can you solve that problem while still making your business objectives a reality, as well as meeting the needs of the client? Something I just thought about just yesterday. Again, a last scenario I would like to paint here would be, okay, because of my time, I'll probably not paint the scenario right now, just move on to the next item. Think about the product from the perspective of the business. Now, this is very important. Business, product managers tend to, like someone said earlier, he was thinking on behalf of the client, and he didn't get it too well with
I have a question.
Go on, you. Oh, okay. Hold on. Emeka, are they allowed to ask?
Sorry, can you come again? Tom, can you hear me? Sorry, can you guys hear me, please?
Let me reach Emeka right now.
Yes,
and I'm not presenting my screen, but because I want to see everybody.
I think he's back now.
What's the question, guys?
Okay, so Emeka, I have a question. We are done with our class, and I know there is a question and answer session. So are we allowed to do that within this class before we go to the other class? I need to understand.
Yeah, you could do it within this class, right? But just know 10 minutes is counting. Then we're going to have a general Q&A class. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so please go on with your question, guys.
Okay, so my question is, so I'm trying to, I mean, from the last class, the instructor said we should have like our area, the area that we want to focus on.
To specialize on, yeah.
Exactly, specialize on. And even in reading different blogs on products or write-ups, they're always like your CV as a PM instead of meant to be tailored. So in looking at all these product specification now, are we supposed to pick from this area and say, okay, I like the way this sounds, this is where I want to focus on? Or it's still meant to be more specific than saying you're focusing on B2C or industry spec or something like that?
You can build a B2B or B2C product that is industry specified. I hope I'm clear.
Yes.
You can build a B2C, B2B, B2C that is targeted at a particular industry. So if I'm going to rephrase your question, it is that if you are, I mean, as a product manager, you need to have like a particular, industry that you are planning to grow in. So some people are in the fintech industry, and then they are learning to build product in that line. Is that what you're saying? And then some people, because if I'm going to answer that question for you, it has answered itself. You told me when you're introducing yourself that you're a practicing lawyer, right? right? Did I get that?
Yes.
So if I am you, then I will be targeting.
So can you guys hear me? I missed out on her. Can you guys hear me?
In the industry. So there was a time I was thinking about it and I'm like, oh, like all these patent rights, we don't have something like that in Nigeria yet. Okay. So why don't you build a...
This is on the data I gathered that, okay, there are some certain areas where...
But they sorry, like you have 5 more minutes.
Okay, so, thanks, Emeka. But remember we started late, right? So I was hoping that we could get more time.
Okay. Guys, can you guys, if you support Bode, say hi.
Hi.
Okay. So like in how many minutes will it be done? Just give me an estimate.
Yeah. Thanks. All right.
But I think like in how many minutes will it be done? So I can use
in another 10, 15 minutes I should be done.
10, 20 minutes, right?
And yeah, sure.
Okay. But guys, you guys know the drill now. After this session we meet in the general room, right? Guys, you know how
Thank you. Yeah, we
sure.
Okay, awesome.
All right, Azan, you want to wrap up?
Okay, yeah. So
I hope I've been able to share enough. Okay, somebody wants to say something.
Well.
Hey, sorry, you should ask your question. So the product guys are saying that they need more 15 minutes. So let's so ask
what
your
a class. Awesome. I love that. So anybody else?
I'm sorry, I have one more question. Sorry, I'm on the road.
It's okay.
Noisy.
No, it's not.
So my second question is, I'm not in the tech space now, but I've always liked tech because I sort of stayed around all those hubs like CC Hub, and I've always been interested in the technical aspect.
Awesome.
Now, I know that from last time I asked this question and they said that, oh no, it's not necessary to have like coding skills and things like that. But in your presentation, you didn't say anything about technical PMs. Is it that they fall under all the product specializations?
Okay.
They are not singled out?
I am sure, Emeka, we're going to be having a class that handles the types of product managers, right, Emeka?
Yeah. Sure.
But before you get there, Eyewu, you don't have to know how to write code to be a product manager. That was why I said, like, you are in the the legal industry, and you have a level. So let's say that I want to build a product that meets a legal need, that you already have that experience and knowledge. I don't know if you've ever worked. Okay, you say you're practicing law, so it means you worked as a lawyer, right? Please help me here, Yewu.
Yes.
Awesome. So you have an edge over somebody who is trying. See, if I want to build, I can't build a product that can meet your industry's need because I don't understand what your industry needs. So if I'm going to get a product manager to help me develop a product that will meet legal needs, then I will need somebody like you to come and be part of my product team. Am I making sense, Eyewu? That goes to say that you don't have to have technical knowledge to be a product manager. You just need to have a good communication skill. You need to understand how to manage, strategy, understand your industry that you are building that solution for, that product for. Basically, for me, those three things: excellent communication skill, strategy, be somebody who is organized. You have to be organized to be an excellent product manager, and understand the industry you are building for. I think with those 4 things, you are good to start. So yeah, it's not a must. You have technical.
Yes. The thing is, in going through a lot of job descriptions for PMs now, they're always like good graphs of CSS, Java, HTML is desirable.
I don't agree.
Like that.
I don't. Emeka, you want to say something, but I don't totally agree with you because I work as a product manager, and okay, yes, there was a day I had to edit a JSON file, but I don't code. That was just one day out of like over a year that I've been product managing. So I don't agree with that. Because if they know, if I had not told them, I mean, if they've not known that I can do JSON, they won't let me into that file.
Okay,
And I
so
know some people that have
Toby,
not
let me say,
done, I don't know.
let
Yeah,
me
go
say
on.
something. Let me say something.
Please
Right.
do.
Over time, I've mentioned these things to you, right? That as a PM, you don't need to know how to write code. In fact, coding is not your job.
Yes,
Do you understand?
exactly.
So it's like a constant iteration. Like, so it's called something called cognitive biases. You understand? So the high time you beat that cognitive biases, the better for you. Do you understand? I have thousands of Russian Brown has left this call now. He's a pro manager based in New York City, right? In SF, right? In America. You know, that guy doesn't write code. He works as a PM in the educational space. Do you understand? So PM have different verticals, and I've stated it categorically. Why you see job roles for PMs in Nigeria where you say PM has to be technical is because Nigeria is not even up to 2% in the ecosystem, in the product ecosystem. Product management encompasses all segments. There's manufacturing, there's PMs in the manufacturing space, there's PMs in the fintech space, there's PMs. There are PMs
in the legal industry.
The legal industry, like it cuts across all segments, right? You know, but it's assumed that if you're a PM in a software engineering company, at least understand technical details to some extent, at least, because you'll be communicating with developers. You grow as you grow to become a PM. Like if you look at the platform website, Eko Innovation Product School, you see that you start from an APM to a PM to an SPM to a VP of product to a CP of product. From a senior, once you get to that part of senior product manager, right? In fact, you stop interfacing with the engineering team because you have other PMs under you. Do you understand? You all need to drive product vision. You all need to drive product growth. You all need to drive strategy, right? It's the simple truth, right? You know, you always tell me that somebody who's a CPO or chief product officer, you want him to be writing code. For what? He doesn't write code.
Of course not.
Do you understand? So it's not your job. Your job is to ensure product vision, ensure product strategy. Do you understand? Yes, listen to me, Ayewu.
Yes.
Your job is to ensure product vision, product strategy. Your job is to ensure processes because that's what product management is all about. You understand? Your job is to ensure process. Your job is to ensure culture.
Measure KPIs.
Do you understand? KPIs. You understand? Your job is to ensure our methodologies are put in place. That's your job. Your job. You are not an engineering manager now. Do you understand? You're not an engineering manager that should be telling how. Because if PMs were even writing code, they will always clash with the engineering managers. That's simple.
Exactly.
Because there can't be two captains in a ship. Do you understand? Do you get what I'm saying? So PMs are like the leaders. You understand? They drive the product vision because they sit within the management and the engineering team and the market. Are you seeing those? So which time would you have to write code? Do you understand? When somebody is telling you this is not working, engineer is telling you that okay, stakeholder does not agree this. You don't have no luxury of time. Your job is to think. Something called think tank. That's the job of a PM. You understand? Make sure everything. In fact, make sure mistakes are very, very minute. Like mistakes are not to be tolerated at all. You get what I'm saying? You.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. So your job is not to write code, but understand technical details. I mean, all these things. Which is why you are doing this course. You'll get to that point. You will not see where in any of my curriculum where you say a PM must know how to write code. No. It's not.
Can I say something also?
Yeah.
You need to start looking out for like an associate PM roles. That probably is where you should start from.
Oladoku is an associate PM. Ask him whether he has written code. Ask him if he has written. Oladoku, give her an experience of what you do every day, like for as an associate PM. Oladoku.
Okay.
Oladoku, are you there?
Oladoku, can you hear me?
So, at the inception of the like from the when they engage with strategy in strategy session rather, then user story mapping, doing wireframing, how to call. Then I've been interacting with developers too actually. Then he's a boss here, so he has been taking me through some important things to know about technology and how to relate it to its product. And
All right.
so just sorry, I was a
But
bit
you've not written
distracted.
any line of code, right?
And then I haven't written any code. Sorry.
How technical has your technical meeting and knowledge been?
I've not done anything that require me to write code up to this moment.
Okay. Eyowu, did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you very much.
All right. Just look out for associate PM roles. If you any associate PM role you find, I'll recommend you go into it. It gives you a good footing to start. Yeah.
I haven't shared one on the Slack on our Slack job search support channel.
Awesome.
Twitter is recruiting for APMs in the EMEA regions. If you can check it out, if you see, you never know until you try, right? You can check it out.
Yeah.
Awesome,
guys.
Thank you. I will check it definitely.
Yeah,
awesome, guys. Anybody else? Ianu, Oluwa. You have anything to add or remove or ask? Just to be sure you are still with us in this class.
I'm still very here. I'm very much, and I must say that I've learned the questions you also asked, the response that was given to us as well.
Awesome.
Still very and just like to ask majorly, just that when it comes to experience, having the tech.
You like people, you like collaborating with people. My guess is you've got some real strong feelings about how people should collaborate and that they should help each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I took a shot at this loyal thing, because I start to add all this up. Like if I want you, now I know whether or not I want you for a friend, and you got all these great qualities. You'd be an awesome friend. I'd probably call you and I'd say, "Hey, I'm in jail," and you'd come with bail money.
Yeah. I know.
So in that period of time, I learned an awful lot about whether or not I want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
But I never asked you one question, other than, what are you passionate about? What makes you passionate?
That's true. You weren't asking me questions. You were just making statements.
Right. Didn't ask you a single question.
Right.
Once we get started. And look at how much I learned without asking you a question.
Yeah. Saw you in a concert.
Yeah, if you saw me a couple days from now,
yeah. I would say hi.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can I say hi to you when I...
Okay. Hello, guys. Can you hear me now? I think I paused the movie.
Yes, we can. Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I want to believe that we've been able to pick the skill that Chris Voss shared with us here, and it talks around a bit of negotiation skills, where he applied mirroring and labeling to ensure that he can elicit.
Sorry, Bode, you have 5 more minutes.
I know. I saw your message. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So it's quite important that this.
You're like the chief everything officer. So beyond you just doing your product management,
you have less than 5 minutes.
Okay. Then beyond you just doing a product manager in those kind of environment as a startup, within a startup, you might be required to do much more. But like Emeka had said, you just understand your industry, the industry you are going into, be able to hone your strategy space, be organized, be able to communicate effectively, and just have a bit of technical knowledge. Then the sky will be your starting point.
Let me chip in something. Let me even chip in something. So this industry, something right? It's just PMs is a universal job, right?
Yeah.
But it's just because the PM product manager role is I call it holy grail, right? It's an exceptional role that entails that you have strong acumen for business, and it does expect you not to fail woefully or monumentally. Do you understand? So that's why you see roles or opportunities for PMs that you have to have 5 years experience. It's a role that doesn't afford you to fail. Do you understand? Which is why you must start very, very small. Get all the certifications you can get. Read all the books you can read. Take for instance now, I'm a PM, right? I understand the retail space, and I also understand the fintech space to some extent, right? If I were to play in a blockchain space, I have to go and read, like, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, spend
I
like
get you.
3 months reading about blockchain, do course on blockchain, just understand that space, because it's not like you should know everything. When you go into that, when you find yourself in that space, you just have to. In fact, I don't know what the best English to use. Engross yourself in every knowledge you want to learn. Like, you understand what I'm saying, guys, right? And that's the way you can become a master in that space. Nobody knows the space. Like me, I don't know. There's so many industries I don't know. So many there, I can count them. But if you talk about retail, you talk about fintech, yeah, I know those spaces. If you talk about automobiles, I don't know automobiles. I don't know automobiles.
Exactly.
Do you understand? But there are product managers in automobile space. The means if I want to go to, if I want to play in the automobile space, I have to go for refresher courses on automobiles, understand their processes, understand the tools they use, understand every jack. So it's why PM is like, it's like an holy grail. Less expectations to fail. That's the simple truth. If you fail, you are sacked. And the simple truth is, anytime a company fails, APM is
PM
always
failed.
sacked. Yeah, the PM is always sacked. That's the simple truth. If your paystack fails today, PM will be sacked. Anytime you see paystack recruiting for a new position, just know something that's fucked up. They've sacked 1 PM. Do you understand? They sacked 1 PM. So that's the simple truth. So it's a role that allows you to, it boils down to it, understanding what you really want. If you want to play like, take for instance now, you could say you want to pioneer the law space in terms of law tech. Do you understand? And you build law solutions, and in the next 5 years, you're a master in law.
Honestly.
Do you understand? You're a master in craftsmanship in law in terms of products. Do you understand? So it's the space.
Honestly, that's the industry I would like her to look into.
Yeah,
I feel strongly about it. It's a wonderful industry, and I see that there's going to be a huge need for something like that in the next. I can't even give it 5 years. I just wish you could find an APM role in one of those. I mean, like she mentioned, a law solution. I mean, she mentioned a law solution that somebody built in Nigeria. So try to find out. Yes, try to find out if they have a product they are working on right now, and see if you can work as an APM in there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Emeka, for this opportunity. Thank you, Eyewu, Iyanoluwa, Olamide, for sitting in here with me. I really appreciate you guys. I cannot wait to see how you guys grow in this industry. I cannot wait to read about you guys. Yeah,
okay,
thank you.
sorry, Tom, go to the exercises. Let me see.
Oh, yes. I was going to ask you if I'm allowed to show them that right away.
Yeah, you can show them. So, guys,
all right.
Can you all see the exercises?
Yes.
Okay.
I gave the exercises away in our conversation, so I'm sure I've made it very easy for you guys.
Okay. So we're going to have an experiential session on these exercises like a week from now. Not like next week or a week from now. So the thing is, I believe you guys got the mails on the exercises, right? Everybody here. One from you, who just joined.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to have an experiential session. So what an experiential session looks like is it's going to be like a live class. You're going to talk about 5 products you love, document it in a Google Sheet, talk about a competitor, do the analysis, those kind of stuff like that. So we're going to have like a class, like strictly for discussion, which is always going to be like a week interval after this. So yeah, like next week now, you're going to have a class, an experiential session on the class you took last week. So next week is going to be no topics, right? It's just come and 2 hours of pure looking at. So like, we want to make it like an MBA style, right? So whereby we dissect our conversations together. Cool. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? Yanu, do you understand what I'm saying? Hello, Yanu. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yanu is out. Maybe network problem.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure they all understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So yeah. So I hope to see your assignments next week. So I'll be closing this room now. I want to see you guys in the breakout room. Do you understand? So you guys can leave this room now, like leave and join the main room. Do you get what I'm saying, guys?
All right.
Yeah.
For me.
My PM people, Alpha.
We are done. We are done. We're just looking at the exercises. So guys, please, as soon as you're done, before the Q&A session or during Q&A session, kindly drop your Slack response on the